Let's continue with this Daily Wire column. The report from the Center for Immigration Studies found that the number of voting age citizens in certain key swing states outnumbers the margins of victory in the 2020 election, indicating that non-citizens could materially change the outcome of the November 5th election if they are able to vote in significant numbers in violation of the law. The Census Bureau data collected earlier this year indicates that there are 23.2 million voting age non-citizens in the country, roughly half of whom are illegal immigrants, according to the Center for Immigration Studies. Our analysis does show that in a dozen states, plus the Nebraska 2nd District, the non-citizen population in 2024 is potentially large enough to exceed the state winner's margin in 2020. If you're a Christian that supports illegal immigration, you're not a wise steward. If you're a Christian that supports illegal immigration, if you're a person of faith that supports illegal immigration, you're not a wise steward. You're not compassionate either, because there's always going to be victims on the other side of that illegal immigration. Now, they may be heinous crimes. It may just be victims of unemployment or perhaps displacement when it comes to renting or buying a home or so on, etc. The job market. But you're not compassionate and you're not wise stewards. The article goes on, quote, mathematically, there are 12 states plus the Nebraska 2nd Congressional District where the voting age non-citizen population is larger in 2024 than the state winner's margin of victory in the last presidential election. Less than 2% of the non-citizen populations of Arizona and Georgia would need to vote in each state in order to equal the margins of victory in the 2020 election, according to the study. The two states, which together have 27 electoral votes, are both crucial swing states that will have an outsized role in deciding the winner of the presidential contest. Now, I got to be honest with you, and I read Center for Immigration Studies frequently, and I love Mark Krikorian, and he is right to bring us pause when it comes to this study. But I'm not. I got to be honest with you, and maybe I'm getting a little too cocky here. I'm not as worried about it. Here's where I am worried about this issue when it comes to illegal immigration. I do believe that if we don't get it right this time, I don't think we have the country that we have today. I don't think America will fall apart overnight. I just don't think these illegal aliens will be going anywhere if Kamala Harris is elected. Now, I'm not sure that all of them will go anywhere, quite frankly, if Trump is elected. But I know a lot of them will, and just by the policies that he's putting out. Kamala Harris still can't answer what she'll do as far as the border is concerned. She's talking about a pathway to citizenship. You saw that at the CNN town hall. By the way, her campaign is in free fall. I hear all these pundits. What can she do differently? How can she bring things back? But guys, she isn't going to bring anything back. That's why she came out and said that Trump is essentially a Nazi yesterday. There's nothing Kamala Harris can do to bring back her campaign. It's over. It's done. It's finished. It's finito. All right. The only thing that could possibly happen is cheating, but I don't think I frankly think conservatives are already making it too big to rig. We're seeing that in the early voting, and I do believe that conservatives will also show up on Election Day. Now, again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You guys can call me out. Hopefully, Dennis will invite me back. But I think this thing is virtually over. I think a lot of these illegals are too scared to vote because in the event that Trump wins, they're scared that they'll be found out. And I think that's a good thing. If Kamala Harris wins, I think all hands on deck. I think these people stay. We have another group of illegal aliens that are trying to invade the country as we speak. Another caravan as we speak. And the media is silent about this stuff.